So I played Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time in 2023, and what can I say other than how bad I wish more games told stories like this. This 2003 title tells a story better than 95% of video games to this day, and it is 20 years old. Today we'll be traveling our way through the Sands of Time to discuss and review the timeless classic, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. If you haven't already, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on videos like this in the future. It would really mean a lot. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time was developed by a little company called Ubisoft. If you didn't get the sarcasm there, I don't know what to tell you. They are of course the ones behind another franchise that I consider to be the spiritual successor to Prince of Persia, Assassin's Creed. If you look at the two side by side, of course at face value, they're different, but you can see the similarities with the quality of free running they put into these games. If you go down the list starting from Prince of Persia to Assassin's Creed, you can see the parkour evolve. Before we discuss the story and gameplay, let's talk a little more about the development of the game. Ubisoft began development in 2001 after buying the Prince of Persia license from Jordan Mechner. From what I discovered, he had some bad experiences in the past Prince of Persia titles and wanted to step away, but after Ubisoft revealed concepts to the idea of the Sands of Time, he was impressed and joined the team as a creative consultant and later more involved as the game's designer and writer. One of my favorite things about the process of this game was how much trouble they had figuring up a story that would work for the concept of the game. With each gameplay mechanic created for the game, the more changes needed to be made to fit the story, which was really cool. The story and how the story was told is what makes Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time so special. You are the Prince of Persia. Hey, they did the thing, you know that thing they do where... Okay, never mind, moving on. You are the prince speaking the tale of his adventure during the medieval era of Persia. The prince, along with his father's army, have defeated the Maharaja and looted the palace. Upon looting, the prince stumbles upon a mysterious dagger and accidentally unleashes the Sands of Time, an evil force that transforms the prince's army and other inhabitants into demonic beings of sand. It is up to the prince and the princess of the enemy to stop the Sands of Time from bringing on destruction to them all. I absolutely loved the plot of this, and think Ubisoft did a wonderful job fitting a script around the gameplay. It feels so natural compared to other games. It's the simple tale of the hero's journey, and I loved every second of it. The beauty of the prince narrating as you play feels like a bedtime story, and it's comforting and cozy with who I just discovered to be voiced by none other than Yuri Lowenthal, who voiced one of my favorite characters in fiction, Spider-Man of course. Good job Yuri, you did a beautiful job. I really enjoyed the narration after you die where the prince messes up the tale and says, no, he's gonna go ahead and start over. It's nothing huge, but it's something welcoming and adds a little bit more depth to the story. From the voice acting, level design, all the way down to the phenomenal score, it paints a beautiful picture to this world that they created. As much as I adored the storytelling, it's the gameplay that makes Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time stand out as the timeless classic it is today. I remember being 6 years old when this game released and being blown away at every aspect of the game, especially the parkour. Seeing the prince move the way he did left me in awe. As a Spider-Man fan and later Assassin's Creed fan, something about running and climbing on walls lit a spark in my mind to do the same thing. This game definitely played a part in my family's frustration of me climbing all over the place. The parkour in this game still holds up in 2023, and to go even further, all the gameplay mechanics hold up to this day. The puzzles were challenging, and even the enemy encounters left me frustrated to say the least. It doesn't hold your hand, and you have to be careful with each of the enemies on the screen. Let's talk about the best gameplay mechanic though, that is one of the coolest things to do in gaming, and that's the dagger abilities. Being able to rewind time to save yourself from death is amazing. Every time I play the game, I'll spend a few minutes wasting my ability just to see how cool it looks. It's awesome. You can also slow down time, which is a pretty cool feature, but we all know the rewind ability was the best part. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time is something that everyone should experience if you love single-player games. It's a classic that holds up in every aspect 20 years later, and it'll continue to hold up years later down the road. One thing I can say is this game is challenging to today's standards. There was a couple puzzles that I had to look up to guide me. I hate to say it, but it's true. As fun of a game it is, it's also a harder game than most, and it can put your skills to the test to single-player game standards. I grade Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time an A. It's a must-play for everyone that enjoys a good story. Have you played Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time? Give me your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you all think. If you all enjoyed this video, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps support me and the fam, and the growth encourages this guy to keep creating things. And until next time, take it easy, bubs.